Hello, welcome to the channel. It's 1st of February, first week or so of February, and I'm not sure if I made a mistake of assuming that it was almost springtime and not wearing enough, or I'm gonna freeze to death as I get closer to this waterfall today, because it was the high today was like almost 60. I'm like, 60, that's wonderful. I don't need gloves, I don't need a hat, I can just wear a light jacket. Well, I forget that the gorge where I'm at today, the winds are ripping and it's pretty cold. But I'm out with my friend Darren and we're headed to Elowah Falls. I shot this, it's been a few years, a couple years since I've been here. But Darren's never been, and this was an easy way to get motivated and to get out and do some photography. So I'm almost there. And when I get down there, I'll share some stuff, see what we can find, and hopefully make a photograph. One of the many things I really love about shooting the waterfalls of the gorge is, number one, there's a lot of them. And then also, they all face north. And they are nestled deep up against these cliff faces. So, where in a lot of situations with waterfalls, you have to deal with a cloudy day is what you want, no direct sun. It almost doesn't matter for the majority of the falls in the gorge because they're so pushed up against the cliff faces that face north, the sun never hits them. So that means you're good no matter what the weather or the time of day. And this is another perfect example of that. It's just beautiful. And it makes it, like I say, it makes it easier to photograph. You're not rushing the sun or the weather. Just come anytime and go to one of the numerous waterfalls in the gorge and make some great photos. I think I've mentioned before, but I love living here. It's awesome. I had read that there was a landslide that took out the bridge that went across the creek here, but I hadn't actually seen any photos or anything of it. And the landslide was huge. So the trail, I mean, they've kind of cleaned it up a little bit, I guess. But all that is new. Oh my God. So there's what's left of the bridge. Down there, you can see the wood with the concrete and all the rubble. It just devastated. The trail goes up over there. I do have a video from the last time I was here, and I'll link it above if you want to check that one out. It was a foggy morning and it was really kind of pretty. I really love the photos that I got. Totally different conditions than today, which is why it's important just to visit places again and again if you can, because it gives you an idea of like, holy crap, the trail's gone, or different times of day, different lighting conditions, or fog, snow, ice, all of those things can really make a difference in your photography. And obviously today is going to be way different because there's a huge mound of debris that I'm going to have to try to figure out. Anyway, I'm going to go watch that video real quick that I linked to. And pause this one because I'm going to take some time to figure out what I need to do to come away with a good photograph here. So with this huge rock slide that I'm standing on, that I probably shouldn't be, that I'm going to get off of very quickly after this, it's really hard, if not impossible, to get a shot with any kind of a leading line from here. It used to be you could get a shot, you get up high enough and then you had some foreground interest that wasn't just this huge swath of rock. Then you could see the whole creek as it went by, and that's just not possible anymore. It's all gone from this vantage point. But I did manage to get a shot that I do like, and it's a little bit, it's a telephoto shot. I'm at like probably 65 or 70 millimeters, and I've zoomed in on just a portion of the waterfall because, like most of the waterfalls in the gorge, this incredible green moss that covers the walls of the cliff face, and it's just gorgeous. So when you zoom in, you can take and use the waterfall as a leading line and subject, and have all of those incredible textures with the basalt columns and those greens from the moss and the lichen that are just, living on the rocks, and it makes for a really pretty photo. So I took some different shutter speeds up to like a 15th or 20th of a second, because that's a lot of water. It's falling a big distance, and I don't want just a milk stream. I want to have some texture. I want a little bit of motion in that water, so I'm using a little bit faster of a shutter speed. F11, and then wherever the ISO needs to land, that's where it's going to land. And if the shot comes out, here it is right now. Got my second shot framed up. There's just no way to really get a shot of the waterfall with a plunge pool or anything, because there's that huge rock slide has just obliterated any kind of leading lines that's anywhere close to the waterfall. So way back, as you exit the trail, you can pick the creek up and have a really nice leading line up to the falls. And in the wintertime, all the trees, a lot of these trees are dead, at least some of them, because of the fire that came through in 2017. But the trees lost all their leaves, so it's a clear shot relatively versus a tree full of leaves, of the creek and the waterfall. So I think it works as just a really pretty scene. So let me show you the back of the camera real quick, and let me get the shot. So here's the back of the camera. I've got the creek that's going to be exiting the frame, the bottom left, and then it just leads your eye right up to the waterfall at the top. At the top there. And F11, ISO 100, and I'm about a quarter of a second. I'm going to play with that. I've taken a few shots at different shutter speeds so that I'll be able to pick from those. But this is pretty much the shot kind of framed up on my video camera. And the big thing I want you to notice is I don't have that huge V of nothingness at the top of my frame. It's blue sky today, and you don't want that, because it would look like that. It's awful. So as you bring your camera down, you can eliminate that and adjust your composition till you get something like that or close to it, and it's going to be a much better photograph. So if the shot comes out, I'll show it to you right now. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.